Day 7 of the global invasion. Anyone who dares to look at the sky becomes a mindless husk. No one had ever seen someone drive like this. Car windows painted black, then covered with layers of newspaper, navigating only by GPS and radar. They had no other choice. It was the only way to avoid the entities lurking outside. Suddenly, there was a loud thud. The car jolted. Mike quickly said, "Just a speed bump," but everyone knew the truth. That wasn't a speed bump. That was a body. Then, the radar started beeping. Something was getting closer. A shadow swept over the car. The next second, the vehicle shook violently. They were surrounded. With no other options, Mike floored the gas pedal. The car barreled forward, rolling over countless bodies before they finally broke free. At last, they arrived at their destination. Blinded by their own precaution, they stumbled into the supermarket. Only after Mike pulled the curtains shut did they dare to remove their blindfolds. To their relief, the supplies were still there. Excitement washed over them. Some frantically hoarded food and water, while others took a moment to relax, drinking alcohol. Then, Marilyn noticed something. A small bird cage. Inside, a few tiny birds were still alive. In a world where survival was nearly impossible, they had somehow made it. Meanwhile, the bald man gathered everyone together. He had an idea. Why go back? There's enough food here to last us a year. Why risk it?
Greg! Gonna do it, Greg. Starve?
Better them than us.
We're not assholes, and we're not staying.
As they argued, a sudden knock came from outside. A voice filled with despair pleaded for help. The fat man froze. He recognized that voice. "It's my co-worker." Mike hurried to open the door, but just as he cracked it open, the birds inside the cage began to panic. Then the person outside started shouting, "She's beautiful! You have to see her!" Terror spread through the group. The entities were here. The door shuddered as the person outside rammed into it, trying to force his way in. It wouldn't hold for long. The fat man clenched his fists. Then, in a sudden burst of determination, he charged forward, throwing himself and the intruder out the door. For a moment, there was silence. Then the voice outside whispered again, "Just look at her! Just look!" A blade cut through flesh. The fat man took his last breath,